And this is where, let's say, democracy or the Western political systems become vulnerable, because when the quote unquote truth becomes whatever feels right to the loudest crowd, it's easy for ideological opportunists, and this is me putting it like very bluntly, Islamists, to
Mm-hmm.
hijack the narrative. You end up with protests that blur the lines between activism and extremism, platforms that elevate emotional slogans over facts, and entire systems that bend over backwards to accommodate every identity except their own. And so Islamist movements, let's say, know how to exploit that. And here I'm actually agreeing with Meloni. I believe she's the Prime Minister of Italy,
Yeah.
saying that these Islamists and this wave of illegal migration and their values opposes basic Western values, but they are treated as just another opinion when they actually impose a very serious threat. I mean, we banned the Muslim Brotherhood and their proxies in the Middle East, so should the West. I mean, extremism should have no home anywhere in the world. And that's what I believe in as of now.
So that's let's do something here. Are you
Yeah.
familiar with the concept of steel manning?
No.
Okay, so the idea of steel manning is straw man is you make a caricature of your opponent, right? So let's talk about the sort of Islamists right now and the people in the sort of Muslim Brotherhood types.
Yeah.
Do you think there are legitimate problems people like this are trying to address? Are there like legitimate causes that kind of like light the fires of these kind of revolutionary mindsets, or is it all just imaginary in your opinion?
Absolutely. Absolutely. It's not imaginary at all, because first of all, they when I said they exploit the Western system, uh, I would like to make it clear that I'm speaking about, let's say, freedom of speech, right? Let's say freedom of speech is a big thing in the West, and you can say whatever you want, and there is no consequences. Let's just putting it out there. So they would use that and turn it into, you know what? I'll actually use that freedom of speech, spread my ideology, and then whoever tries to, counter that ideology, I will just say, well, it's freedom of speech, and actually, you are saying that I'm an Islamophobe, and they would just basically turn the table against you. And so that's where the West is at right now. They're being manipulated, and there is voices coming out of the Middle East saying, "Hey guys, watch out." That's what they're doing. They're manipulating your system against you. And do you really want to lose your self-identity? Like, do you really want to lose your identity against these people who have been already kicked out because of their extremism? That's a question I present as well to the West. I mean, is it really worth it, losing your identity just to home these extremists and home these terrorists, and letting them just run around freely without any consequences?